Keep cooking, enjoy good food, and enjoy it with your family. Here is the poem that is written by my friend's daughter. People cannot get enough of pizza. They have been requesting me to make, whole wheat flour pizza. And they want to know how to make a pizza without using the cheese from the market. Making it healthy, whole wheat flour pizza, and I'm going to show you how to make homemade cheese spread. With this, you can make your pizza even without oven, and I'm going to show you that also. So for making the whole wheat flour pizza, first take whole wheat flour, take some warm water, add sugar, yeast, and mix this nicely. So let this yeast dissolve, and you guys know when sugar is there, yeast will start multiplying very fast, and you will able to see that pleasant yeast smell. In the flour, add salt, oil, pour this yeast water and make a nice soft dough. The dough has to be nice and sticky. That's when you will have a perfect pizza dough. Warm water will make the yeast active and you will be able to make perfect. You can also make breads with this, but always remember, I keep telling, if you want to make a nice soft chapati, or if you want to make bread or even the pizza dough with the whole wheat flour, make sure you use whole wheat flour, because in the market they will be like extra bran flour, no maida flour or things like that, or multi-grain flour. No, get whole wheat flour and make the dough very nice. Knead the dough like for around 7 to 10 minutes so that the gluten that is there, which will form very easily after kneading. When you're using all-purpose flour, the gluten will form much more easier, but in the wheat flour, better kneading will help in getting good results. After kneading the dough, let it rest, and in 1 hour you can see how the air bubbles have formed in the dough. This is what is called proofing, and if I just touch it also, the air will start going away, and look at it. Now with this we need to make the pizza, but first we have to make the sauce for the pizza. So making the pizza sauce is so easy, and let's see how to make this. Always make the pizza sauce ahead in advance and keep it ready, and you can keep it in the fridge for a couple of days, and you can spread it on a toast or anything, even on a chapati. It will taste absolutely good. You want to make the cheese at home, and it is not that difficult to make it, but little bit of instructions if you follow, you can make a cheese spread which you can use instead of mozzarella cheese. So here is the regular homemade yogurt. Hang it in a muslin cloth and let it sit. See, much of the moisture will slowly go away and you will have a nice thick curd. Can you use it as a cheese? No. I'm going to make a white sauce with little milk and flour, and in that we're going to use this hung yogurt, and it will become an awesome cheese spread. It will taste just like melted cheese. Look at this. This has become nice and slightly thick. After that, make it like a cream the way we do for Shrikand. Just rub it on a plate and you will have a smooth textured yogurt. Now we are going to make a white sauce with milk. For making this white sauce, take 1 spoon of atta, that is a whole wheat flour, butter, and slowly cook this. Little bit of salt. The raw flavor from the flour has to go away. When the raw flavor is gone, you can add milk. It will start becoming like a paste, add some more. But do not add the entire milk at one go. You have to look at this. This is already looking like as if we have melted the cheese. Now switch off the flame. We are going to add the curd, the hung curd which we have kept. Just for fun, I'm adding a little bit of saffron. Mix this along with this. Now this is going to be your cheese. There are a lot of times you go and buy the cheese from the market, which is not even dairy cheese. It is hydrogenated fats mixed with some flours and all that. Rather than that, if you don't want to buy the cheese, you can make your own cheese spread like this at home. You have this beautiful, look at this, fantastic cheese spread ready. You can actually see how this is like a cheese spread. But a lot of people, lack of knowledge, what they try to do is they boil the milk, they curdle it with vinegar or lime, and they take that and try to spread it as cheese. No. Once any acid hits the milk will lose the quality of spreading. So don't try that. Always try this method, and I'm going to show you many more methods of making cheese at home, but this is the basic method where you cannot go wrong. the pizza dough, and now just we're going to handle it with care. Do not knead it. We're going to spread it. You can also use a rolling pin for this. Take the dough carefully and put it on top. With the hand, spread it so that we have slightly thicker crust in the edges. The yeast is already active and we have to give it just 10 minutes of resting before we put the sauce. You can apply a little bit oil on the sides. I am using olive oil, but you can use any oil you want. Take the pizza sauce, spread it. That should be good enough. If you want to add a little bit of extra flavoring, oregano, and also some pizza seasoning, I just love to add a little bit. Add your favorite vegetables. I'm going to keep it very limited. Some capsicum, onion, tomato. Add some corn, and on top of this you can also add some basil. Just take the cheese sauce and spread it. This is so nice. Instead of store-bought cheese, we are using homemade cheese spread, and that too with hunk yogurt, and you will see how wonderful this is going to come. And so easy. Make little love on the pizza. Oh my God, thinking about it, so much of love must have happened with pizzas. Wow. I love a little bit of the jalapenos, which are pickled jalapenos, and they give a very good taste on pizza. Some people love olives. It's up to you, whatever you want to put. We are making the homemade oven. With the tawa, I put the charcoal so that, it's not a direct heat onto the pan. So this one, put it on top of this. Now you need something big to cover this. So here, my biryani handi, I'm going to put ulta on that and put it on a high flame. And in between, just open and check. And very easily your pizza will be done, and this will be your awesome comfort oven. More than 25 minutes. In the oven, it can get a little faster. Very simple homemade pizza with homemade cheese, and you get it nice and perfect. This is so good. The bread is also nice and perfect. Look at it. Look at the nice slice. Even at the bottom, it is nicely cooked, and here the spread is also nice and perfect. Just because you could not get the cheese in the market, don't be disheartened. You can easily make fantastic pizza at home, that too with wheat flour. And the yeast worked its wonder, and the dough is nice and perfect. Every home has an expert. So here is a pizza expert in my house.
So, when I was told that I was going to have wheat pizza for lunch, I was... Let's try it first. It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Same. Even the wheat flour pizza can be good. And how is the cheese?
Oh yeah, the cheese. Is it not cheese?
It is. It is homemade cheese.
Oh really?
Really. So we made the homemade cheese, and I know it's very hot. It's super hot, and the crunch, everything is good. So if they are very particular about maida, you can make it with the whole wheat flour. And if you can't get a cheese, you can make the cheese at home. And you can't even say the difference, isn't it? It is so good. And the crunch is also very nice. I care more for the crunch, and it is absolutely nice. And vegetable pizza, you can also add chicken or whatever you want on top of your pizza. People love pizza because they can put their favorite toppings. This is so good, we can't stop eating. When you eat best of the best food, you got to ding chicka, ding chicka, ding chicka. Wow. Keep cooking, enjoy good food, and enjoy it with your family. Here is the poem that is written by my friend's daughter, and when I read it, I thought I should share it with everybody. She writes, "All I do is sit by the window, sit so still like a weeping willow. How I wish I could go out and play. All I see when I go out every day is the empty cars in the alleyway." At the end of my video, I'm going to give you the full poem. At the end, she writes, "How I wish to run out that door, catch that long, bright yellow bus. I now really miss it to the core. I shall never again complain that my day was a bore. This was by Sumana Akula, and I want you to read this poem to your children and share how other kids feel too. Even as a grown up, we have so many complaints, but we miss all those beautiful days. We want the days to come back when you can go and celebrate with your family and friends, hug a friend, and hopefully we'll all pray that the day will come back. Thank you, Sumana, for a wonderful poem.